Hello, everyone. Thanks for logging on to CBSColorado.com. Time now for a few extra minutes with the Broncos defensive tackle, Zach Allen, kind enough to join us tonight. And Zach, huge matchup coming up on Sunday. I think people are really excited for this. They got this one circled. Two really complete teams, both with Super Bowl aspirations. Offensively, I know it's the beginning of the week, but Jordan Love is just so dynamic. What makes him such a challenge?
Yeah, I mean, he's, the modern day, prototypical quarterback. I mean, he's, big, got the arm, but also has the legs and, really smart, reads the field. And, yeah, I mean, across the board, they've invested, especially on that offense between offensive line, receivers, running back, Josh Jacobs, everybody knows here really well. And, Matt LaFleur has been doing it so well for so long. So definitely going to be a challenge. There's a reason why they're, top in the NFC. So we're really excited for it.
You guys are very measured week to week, but do you get up a little extra when I mean, this is going to be a clash?
Yeah. I mean, definitely it's going to be a dogfight, and, the fact that we get to do it at home at Mile High is definitely, we're excited about that. So definitely going to be a good week, and guys are going to get after it in practice and put out a good show on Sunday.
On the other side, still kind of getting used to seeing Micah Parsons there in green and yellow.
Yeah.
But what do you admire about his game?
Yeah, I think, his motor, I mean, you see, a lot of his sacks are those chase downs where, it's kind of, you just see that acceleration, that burst. And, yeah, I mean, I've been a big fan of, Rashawn Gary and before, obviously, Kenny Clark, watching those guys. But that whole front is super deep. You got Carl Brooks. They got some guys up there. So, but, yeah, no, I mean, we also invested a lot in our trenches, so it's going to be, definitely kind of one of those types of games, and we're excited for it.
You mentioned investing in the trenches. What did it mean to you for this team to want to extend you and you sign your second contract here in Denver?
Yeah, I mean, it meant the world, obviously. The fact that, it went so well, kind of the first couple of years, and they felt, we wanted to, keep it going, meant a lot to me. And, I loved living in Denver. My family loves living in Denver, so the fact that we were able to, make it work and, do it the way it was, was, first class everything. And, I believe in this, this team and everything we're building and, for not just this year, but the years to come. So really excited about it.
And it's not just you. Ownership has really locked down this core and made a statement from Benito to Roach to Surtain to Coop. You look at who they've signed just the past couple years. What does that say to you in regards to where you guys are going and what you want to go when you see ownership invest like this?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, it means the world to the guys, and, it's a great, kind of precedent where if you do it the right way, you're going to get rewarded. So, other guys, it really motivates them to keep going. And, yeah, no, it's been terrific. And, the fact that we're able to kind of keep the band together for, the next few years is really exciting. And, knock on wood, we all stay healthy and keep playing the way we are, and it keeps working out.
Zach, you are so fun to watch. You're such a dynamic player out there. When you look at your game, what part of your game are you most proud of?
Yeah, I think obviously, in this league, affecting the quarterback is the biggest thing. And, I think the fact that, I'm able to do it at the level I am right now, it definitely was a process. It wasn't like I just came out the gates of, a top 5 pick doing it, but we built it, and it's been awesome.
What do you think has been the biggest challenge along the way for you to get to where you're at?
Yeah, I think, obviously, college I played outside, so, you have to kind of, recreate your body. And then on top of it, it's a totally different position. So you're just kind of learning everything. Doesn't happen on your third and fourth step. It happens on your first step a lot quicker. And I've been really fortunate to have great coaches, in Denver, and, great influences from outside that have helped me along the way.
I know it kind of feels like a while now, but even on the broadcast sometimes they'll compare you to J.J. Watt. And then, what's it like when you hear, I know obviously kind of had him as a mentor there. What's it like, though, when these national guys are saying, oh, yeah, there's a lot of J.J. Watt there?
Yeah, no, he definitely loves it because he texts me every time they do it. So, yeah, it definitely boosts his ego. But, no, I mean, I'm super fortunate, obviously, that, I've been with him. And, I think, obviously growing up, in high school and everything was right when he was kind of in his heyday. And so he was a major influence for me, kind of growing up. And then the fact that I got to learn from him and see it, kind of firsthand was really special. And the fact that he's still helping me to this day I'm really thankful for. And to call him a friend for life, it means the world.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know you guys are really focused week to week, but it was a very significant Sunday because with Kansas City losing, they mathematically cannot win the division. They've won it 9 years in a row. There is truly a turning of the tides here in the division. What's the significance as you guys are 11-2 and really racing for that win that there's a big change.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're excited to, be 11-2, but at the same time, Chargers are still playing really good ball, and I think we have to play them again. We got to play Kansas City again, play the Packers, play Jacksonville. So it's it's not an easy 4-game stretch. So we definitely got to stay focused, kind of keep on improving, and it'll take care of itself.
There's no doubt that you guys have big aspirations, but this is a really special team. When did you know, at what point in the year, that this group could do something special?
Yeah, I think obviously at the end of the last year, we knew we had something special, and you wanted it to continue. And the fact that again, kind of like you said, ownership, George, Sean, kind of kept everybody together. We didn't really lose too much, and we only gained. That's kind of when we knew, like, okay, it's going to be it's on. And right from OTAs, we got going, and guys had a really awesome attitude about just, improving, finding ways kind of how to gel, what do you need from me, what do I need from you, type of stuff. And the conversations were awesome, and the fact that it's paying off has been great.
Last one, we'll get you out of here. You mentioned it, 4 tough games down the stretch. Everything in front of you. You guys are in the driver's seat to get that bye, to get the 1 seed. What is the mentality of these final 4?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same it's been. It's just, take it day to day, week to week, brick by brick. So, and right now it's the Packers, so that's where all of our focus is. And, if we take care of business there, then, we'll be good.
I feel like I knew you were going to say that, and that's why you guys are where you are and in such a good position. Zach, such a privilege, such an honor to sit with you. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Guys, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.